How's it going? Today I want to talk about this dual ball hitch. Now this dual ball hitch has this adjustment piece. Now this adjustment piece is going to be for the rise or drop for your receiver. Now, why is this important? If your truck is leveled off or lifted up, you may actually have to drop down where the ball is, because a lot of times trailers are going to be at a pretty consistent height. Unless you're dealing with like a tri-tune or a much taller trailer, then you may actually have to go to the rise portion of this. Now this is a very solid material. It is well crafted. This is going to actually latch in right here and slide in the different spots, and you can just take it right off if you need to adjust it. Now you're going to get the 2 5/16 on one ball. That's going to be 12,500 pounds. And then on the backside you have the traditional, more common, like 2-inch ball. I love having the versatility here, because if somebody else has a trailer, I can just swap this ball around and still be able to hook on. As far as the pins, they're going to be these locking pins. Now there are a ton of keys that come here, and the key just kind of slots in. You can go ahead and take this off, and it has these rubber little rings, and the rubber rings are going to keep it from kind of jostling around whenever you're going down the road. So I'm actually going to put this in the drop position, because a lot of times my truck is taller than like your standard trailer, and I want to make sure that I can still, hook on to those different types of trailers, whether it's a boat, a brush trailer, whatever it may be. I want to make sure I can kind of like latch on. Now it is a little tricky to get this one on and locked in place. You just want to make sure that it is kind of secure, and then you have a little rubber cap to protect it from the elements. Now there is still a little bit of slack in between, so I may have to use some more rubber gaskets for that. Now I'm going to put the 2-inch ball, because the 2-inch is going to be pretty common, and I want to make sure that this is undone first, because there's nothing really stopping this once I decide to put it on. So you want to have your pin ready for the exact height. Now if you have the trailer with you, you can go ahead and kind of eyeball where it needs to be, and then you can just adjust like so on the fly. Really nice. You can see how low it is. You want to make sure that trailer is nice and straight, so that there's not any complications when you're going down the road or when you're backing the thing into its place. Overall, this is going to be a nice, sturdy go-to dual ball hitch if you need to not only drop down the height of where the trailer is going to be, or lift it up if you're dealing with a much taller trailer.